Hello everyone and welcome back to Coffee and Crypto. So, bit of a scammer this morning. I'm not drinking a coffee whilst we make this video, but I've had my caffeine intake this morning in another format, in the format of an energy drink. So, good to go, topped up on caffeine. I'm filling in for Dawn on today's video, but we've got a lot to get through. We're going to make this quick fire. As always, we'll start off with the prices. So let's get straight in there. So having a look at the prices. In fact, let's mention first that Pepe is still number one trending. This is madness. And it's something that I'm going to touch on. I'm going to make a video for members on the entire irrationality of the crypto market, and for right or wrong in the past in the crypto market, maybe being against these irrational things causes the illusion that you're missing out on a lot of money. So yeah, by being a more serious investor in cryptocurrency, you do tend to miss out on these irrational, nonsense, speculative jokes that catch fire. So basically, as we can see here, just to kind of paint a picture on how irrational this is, and the market isn't just irrational in a bear market, it is even more irrational in a bull market. So let's paint a picture on this. We've got here Pepe with a market cap of $618 million. $618 million. That is insane. And this thing was up over $1 billion a couple of weeks ago. So as we can see over the last month, it's had a big fall off, a big drop, which obviously is expected. It is literally a frog. But yeah, what I want to touch on is, the irrationality of it. So basically, within this frog cryptocurrency, it's got a market cap of over $600 million. So I was watching a documentary last week on Las Vegas, and there was a plot of land, a massive plot of land, bang smack in the middle of the Las Vegas Strip. Bang smack in the middle, right across the road from the Aria Hotel. And that plot of land was for sale for, I think it was around $180 million. So you can buy a plot of land in the most bang smack centre of the Las Vegas Strip for $180 million. Then, in the cryptocurrency market, you've got a frog that's currently valued at over $600 million. Maybe that will help paint how irrational this market is. And in the bull market, it's just as bad. It is just as bad. But we've got a full video coming on that soon for members of CC Pro. If you haven't seen it already, I'll leave a link down below in the description where you can check that out. It is our community. It's a Discord service community. You can check that out. But yeah, anyway, let's get into the prices. Bitcoin currently $27,200, 0%. It's been 0% for the last 7 days. Zero movement. Very boring, but you need to remember it's supposed to be boring. It's supposed to be. That's the whole point. That is what happens in bear markets. We've mentioned this in podcasts. During the peak bull run, the peak bull market, we were on a podcast with Cambro, I think it was episode 2. And basically all the questions we get asked is like, in the bear market, will you be buying? In the bear market, will this? And what we said on that podcast was, look, in the bear market, you think crypto right now is so popular, it's so busy, but when that bear market comes, crypto is dead. It is tumbleweeds. Nothing happens. It is dead. And what we says on that podcast was, during those times, we'll be there. We were asked what we would do during the bear market, and we says we'll be there to keep the people ticking over, to turn up every day and make sure that people stay in the game. Because for us in 2017, 2018, we were in this market when it was super boring and there was zero going on, but we had content creators out there that kept us in the game. One myself, I'll give him a shout out on the channel, was K-Dub, Crypto Zombie. I watched him all of 2017, all of 2018, and he kept me through the bear market. That is what we're here to do. That is what these Coffee and Cryptos every single morning that Dawn brings to you, that is what they're for. They're to keep your head in the game and to make sure that when the bull market does come back round, that you're there at the front of the line. You've got a big fat bag and you're there to enjoy the bull market, like happened to us in the last cycle. So remember that as well. It's supposed to be boring in bear markets. It's to make your patience wear thin. That is why it happens. Zero liquidity, zero trading, 0%, all the zeros. So Ethereum $1,800, BNB $313, XRP 46 cents. That is the only one that has had a move around 9% gain in the last 7 days. Cardano 36 cents, Dogecoin 7 cents, Polygon 88 cents, and Solana $19. So yeah, nothing really going on in the crypto market in terms of pricing, but let's get into the crypto news. Let's have a look at the news and see how things are moving on in the news. So we've got crypto market near-term upside is likely capped, says the Bank of America. Nice one. So the Bank of America is giving its opinion on the upside of the crypto market. Okay, that's interesting. The bank expects digital asset trading volumes to remain subdued, with the retail investors remaining on the sidelines. Remaining on the sidelines, I would disagree with that. What is actually happening, because I know and the Bank of America doesn't know, is that retail investors have actually left. They're gone. They're not on the sidelines. They've quit. They've quit already. We've been in a bear market for almost 2 years. Retail investors have quit, and it shows in price action, it shows in news, it shows in the general community, it shows in the narrative. Retail investors are gone. So retail investors is essentially, technically you could say retail investors is me and you. So people, normal people who invest in the market, they're not institutional investors, they're not businesses, they're just me and you, public people. So, yeah, so what I know is the case and what Bank of America isn't saying is that retail investors are gone, they leave. When retail investors, the normal person, the herd, the sheep, when the market starts to go down and there's only losses in the market, they leave because they're too busy with their own life, they're too busy with their own work, they don't have enough time to research crypto, they read quick stories of Bitcoin is being banned, negative stories, and they sell up and they leave, and they won't be back until the bull market when prices are high. Then they'll be buying off me and I'll be selling to them because they're impatient and I'm patient. That's how it goes. But yeah, let's crack on with what the Bank of America's opinion is on crypto. So there is so the Bank of America is saying there is limited upside for cryptocurrency markets in the near term. Low conviction, limited catalyst, and outperformance year to date. Outperformance year to date leave the digital asset sector stuck in a trading range with challenging macro backdrop likely capping a digital asset upside. The bank says conversations with its clients suggest that hedge fund. How many clients are you speaking to put out this article? Are you speaking to 3 people, 10 people, 100 people. There is tens of millions of people in the crypto market. So what size is your pool that you're taking this information from? But anyway, yeah. So with momentum strategies, in fact, let's skip this article. It is a pile of crap. So next on the list, we have AI generated image of Pentagon explosion causes the stock market to stutter. So there's a fake image that was shared via a Twitter account masquerading as Bloomberg and went viral after being amplified by real media outlets. So this just shows how manipulated the markets are, and it's an absolute godsend for those at the top. So basically, if you don't already know, all markets, crypto, stocks, everything is controlled by those at the top, which is big business, big tech, and Wall Street. Mainly Wall Street is at the top of the list of who controls the market. And how they control the market is through media. The same way they controlled us through the C19 garbage, they controlled everyone through media. That is how they control the stock market. That's how they control the crypto market. They control it through media. So what happened here is a great example. So there was a fake AI image of an attack on the Pentagon, and then the stock market dumped. Nonsense, garbage, right? But that just shows how easy manipulated the markets are. But how this is good for Wall Street, those who control the markets, is we can just get an AI image we can just do AI stuff to dump the markets now. We can just do AI stuff to pump the markets now. We can just generate a fake story on a fake account and then it affects the markets. So that's really good for any Wall Street people or any people at the top. So the fake report quickly gained traction and was shared by multiple media outlets, including the Russian state-controlled media outlet Russia Today. Yeah, so a big pile of not. It's tough. It is really tough. The bear market, the news stories are really bad. I suppose the news stories are always terrible. Like the reporting is just garbage. But I suppose in a bull market, when prices are rising, prices are rallying, everyone's feeling good, and news stories are just, that's cool, whatever, man. But in a bear market, when prices are going down and then you're seeing garbage news articles, it gets tough. But that's why we're here, to keep you in the loop, to make sure that you don't lose out, because that's what they want. They want you to lose all interest, sell all your assets, and then in a month's time, in 3 months' time, in 6 months' time, in a year's time, they say, okay, all the peasants, all the sheep are out the market. Let's turn on the market. Let's start putting out positive news stories. Let's get them all to start buying again. Whilst they've just been buying the last year, accumulating, okay, I'm ready. I've got all my crypto that I've accumulated while the peasants were running away. Now, I'm going to speak to my friend at this news place. I'm going to speak to my friend at this news place. I'm going to speak to this politician. Let's pump the markets again. Rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. That's what happens every single cycle. Every single cycle. And it will never end, because humans are in charge and humans are greedy and humans are corrupt. That is what happens. So, yeah. Anyway, off on a tangent. AI generated image of a Pentagon explosion causes the stock market to dump. Nonsense. But let's crack on. So, more positive news, more exciting news, interesting news. We have got XBorg seed round is now live. So, let's see if we can reload this. Been having Wi-Fi issues this morning. That's why this video is a video and not a live stream, because as you can see, the internet connection isn't the fastest. Okay, so finally we have loaded. So as you can see here, XBorg is the gaming and data application network backed by the best players in Web3, sponsored by Brave. which is Brave browser, which I'm currently using right now. So yeah, as we can see here, the public vault is launched today. So 2 p.m. Central Time. We are live for XBorg. So yeah, the public vault is live. You need to update your SwissBorg app if you're interested in this. But yeah, check it out. If you don't know much information on this, check out the CG Pro podcast on XBorg and the SwissBorg Alpha update. Everything is covered in there in great detail. I'll leave a link down below for that. You can check that out. But yeah, XBorg is live today. Check it out in your app. Update your SwissBorg app and you'll see it in there. If you don't have a SwissBorg app already, which I imagine you already do, that's the best app in the world. But if you don't have a SwissBorg app, there's a link down below where you can get the SwissBorg app, and when you use our link you get up to $100 for free for using that. So yeah, that is SwissBorg. XBorg is live today, the public vault. Next on the list, we have the number of Ether staked has surged by 4.4 million since the Shapella upgrade. So staking refers to locking coins in the blockchain in return for rewards. So it's basically like earning interest. That's what it is. So people are staking, they're locking their Ethereum away to earn interest on it. So interest in staking Ether or locking coins in the Ethereum network to earn passive yield has surged since Ethereum implemented the Shapella upgrade on April 12th. So we've got data tracked by Glassnode show that more than 4.4 million coins have been deposited into the staking contract since April 12th. The surge in demand for staking probably originates from the large ETH holders who prefer to not liquidate their holdings and instead to seek to generate passive income, analysts at Bitfinex said. So this trend is anticipated to persist, particularly considering the deflationary forces are expected to propel the price of Ether significantly. So the staking demand surged despite a warning, despite a waiting time of over 1 month. So as of Tuesday, Ether holders look to become a validator on the network have to wait for 36 days. Currently, there are more than 50,000 prospective validators that are in the queue waiting. At this time, staking Ether offers an annualized yield of 4 to 5%. So yeah, there's a big queue of people waiting to stake their Ether for 4 to 5%. Yeah, that is that. And whilst let's talk about 4 to 5%. That's, would you say that's good? In a new world, it's became a good rate. Oh, 4%'s a lot. That's really good. And even in the crypto market, like they're singing and dancing about 4%. I think that is small numbers, especially in the crypto market. The yields we were getting in the last bull market, yeah, they were a bit high. Let's be honest, they were a bit high. 10%, 20%, 30%. In some of these pools, you were getting hundreds of percent, thousands of percent on your money. But 4% for Ether, I think that's pretty low, especially in a modern industry like cryptocurrency. Like, I'm sure back in the day, you're getting 4% from your bank. Like a Santander account, you're getting 4%. So to be getting 4% from Ethereum, the second biggest cryptocurrency in the world, for staking and locking up your coins, I don't know about that. And also I think that it has stemmed from the banking industry. Basically, when all these higher yields were being offered in the crypto market, 5%, 7%, 9%, 10%, 15% interest rates, that's when the banks were like, nah, this isn't happening. You must stop. And then the banks go to the government, go to the SEC, and they shut it all down. They shut it all down. So, yeah, maybe, in fact, there we go, actually. So, that's probably what's happened. I believe that, my personal opinion, that Vitalik, who's the creator of Ethereum, is extremely compromised by the US government, probably by other governments. But I do believe that he's extremely one of the most compromised people maybe in the space. I don't know, one of the biggest names that's compromised in the space anyway is Vitalik, the Ethereum creator, because technically speaking, we won't get into it too much, but technically speaking, Ether is a security. It's probably the most standard security that you'll find in the crypto market. But the SEC is like, I don't see Ethereum. Like, what's Ethereum? The SEC isn't interested in that, but it goes after a decentralized currency like XRP. So yeah, 4% interest rate on Ethereum. People are singing and dancing about it, queuing up to get 4%. I think that's pretty poor numbers, especially when like real world inflation and government currency is like well over 4%. So you're still losing. I know you can gain Ethereum. That's the whole point. You're not in government currency, so you're gaining 4% in Ethereum, which is fair enough. But if you're using that money that you're generating from Ethereum in the real world, you're losing out because inflation's, say, 10%. So, yeah, not a big fan of 4%. But, yeah, I think it's because the Ethereum owner is compromised. But yeah, let's move on to the next one. So everything XRP holders have been shouting has been confirmed, pro XRP lawyer says. So John Deaton has eagle-eyed a small fortune in the Ripple brief that purportedly confirms that XRP was discussed among SEC staff before the Hinman speech. So an obscure footnote in the Ripple opposition brief from 2022 could play a role in the ongoing battle between the SEC and Ripple. So Deaton took to Twitter on May 22nd and explained that a short footnote in the Ripple XRP document that he had recently noticed confirmed that XRP was in fact discussed between the SEC staff prior to the Hinman speech. So this is potentially significant as internal debates between SEC officials over whether XRP is a security could tip the scales of the ongoing lawsuit between the US regulator and Ripple. So the SEC initially took action in 2020 December, alleging that the sale of the XRP token was an unregistered securities offering. So Ripple denied that XRP is a security, arguing that it did not satisfy the Howey test, which is used to determine whether assets are securities or not. That is what they use. They use the Howey test. So there are reasonable grounds to conclude that XRP does not satisfy all elements of the Howey analysis and is therefore not a security for purposes of the federal securities laws. So on a Twitter Spaces, Deaton argued this clearly states that SEC was discussed because someone at the SEC cited this person saying it is not a security, or they forwarded the email within an email chain. So I'm 95% confident that the statement, reasonable grounds, etc., is someone other than the SEC official. It's still big news. It's in these litigation emails and it proves what we all thought. So while Deaton noted that SEC made no comment on the record, of course, why would they make comment on it? If XRP was ever internally discussed, that is why the SEC want to disclose all these emails. They want to hide them all. They want to keep them from the public. And recently, the judge says, no, those documents must be shown publicly. No, you can't secure them. They must be shown. Has the SEC shown them? Of course it hasn't. It doesn't need to do what the law says because it's the government. Supposedly they've got a week, but it was delayed. They got an extension. It's going to be 2 weeks. They will not show them. They will not show those documents. They will not show those documents that the highest power of law has told them you must show these documents. And they won't do it. Because they're the government and they don't need to do what the law says. They don't need to follow the rules. They don't need to follow the law. They don't need to listen to the highest court judge in the world. They don't need to. Nah, we'll just delay it. You've got 9 days to release these information. Okay. 9 days later, still no information. Still not been published. Or we're looking to make an extension to the 9 days for the... This has been going on for almost 3 years. It's a scam. Everything's a scam. Maybe that's going down a dark path, but yeah, essentially everything's a scam. Law isn't really law because if you're the government, you don't need to follow the law. It's only if you're a peasant like us, you need to follow the law. So yeah, I wouldn't get too excited about this. We knew from day one XRP wasn't a security. We've knew every single day of this lawsuit that XRP is not a security. All the evidence, everything is there. All the evidence of corruption within the SEC is in broad daylight. It's all out in the open. And still we're in the same position. So yeah, I wouldn't get too excited on this. It's good to see, but it's been good to see for the last 2.5 years all of the positive evidence for Ripple and all of the negative evidence on the SEC. But we're still in the same position. So yeah. Let's see if there's anything else to read here. So everything that an XRP holder has been shouting for the past couple of years, it has been absolutely confirmed that XRP has been discussed, of course. As we've been shouting from day one, from week one, it's all there. It's all public information anyway. So, Deaton said the community should keep an eye on June 13th, where we will find out what the extent this will impact the case, which is when the Hinman materials will likely be unsealed. They won't. They will not be unsealed. You have my guarantee. They will not be unsealed. The judge is saying they'll be unsealed. The law is saying they'll be unsealed. John Deaton is saying they'll be unsealed. I'm here to go against all of that and say they will not be unsealed. Put a bookmark on this for the 13th of June. If they're released by the 13th of June, comment on this video and say, Dick, you don't have a clue, mate. You're a silly guy. You're a conspiracy guy. You don't know what you're talking about. Set a bookmark in your phone, set an alarm, come back and comment on this video on June 13th. If not, I was right, because the government don't need to do what they're told. They don't need to, unfortunately. But yeah, that is all for the Ripple XRP settlement lawsuit news. And yeah, anything else to cover off before we call it a day? So this has been Coffee and Crypto. This has been a recorded video because of Wi-Fi issues. I'm Dick. I'm covering for Dawn today. But if it loads, yeah, we've loaded. Make sure you check out the main feed for some videos that we've covered. We've got some more videos coming soon. We've got some more Las Vegas videos. This one here about using a Bitcoin ATM. If you've never used a Bitcoin ATM before, have a look at this video. See what you think of it. See if you think it's worth it or not. Also, this one here about meme coins. Make sure you check that out. Are people making millions of dollars from meme coins, or is it fake? Is it a lie? Find out in that video. Also, this one here is, if you've been noticing the rebrand we've had from Crypto Glasgow to Certified Crypto. In this video, we discuss all of that. And also, we have a BITGET copy trading 4-week update coming soon as well, which will be recorded very, very soon. So yeah, that is all for today's video. If you're interested, check out CC Pro Certified Crypto. There is a link down in the description below. It is our Discord community. Check it out, have a look, see if it interests you. Basically, you should be in there because we're in the most important time in the crypto market right now, where you should be focused, you should be stacking, you should be accumulating. So yeah, check that out if you haven't already. But that is all for today's video. Thanks very much for tuning in. If you could leave a like down below, leave a comment as well, what you think of today's video. If you think anything I've said makes sense, or if you think I'm talking garbage, let me know as well. It's always good to know what the audience thinks. Thanks for tuning in. I will see you, Don will see you tomorrow for another episode of Coffee and Crypto. Cheers.